Alright, so we have a rematch here. Expert Purple Man will stop the presses against No Ally Protection Jessica Jones. I believe he starts with 15. Yeah, we lost due to not scheming enough or not thwarting enough on the main last time. If I'd only snooped the main, I think I would have been fine. So, new goal is to probably keep this under 4 because it's gonna pop at 9 and we just lose. I think we almost have all the setup here. Let's just see. We got the Daily Bugle. We have our support, which is, oh, it's Robbie again. I randomized it, and we got Robbie again. So he starts with 3, and we can look at the face down encounter card whenever we're dealt 1 if we want. Probably won't use it too much, if at all. I think that's all we do. So let's flip on over. Starts with 1. We do have one of the innates in our deck that starts in our hand, so let me grab that. There it is, innate reflexes. So this starts in our hand if we want it to. It's sort of set up, but not quite because it's optional. And so what we're looking for is Leather Jacket and Ronin are like the 2 most important cards that we want. We are probably going to mulligan pretty hard if we don't get those. So that starts in our hand. I believe that's all the setup. We start 11, Alias, Robbie. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This isn't looking good, so let's see. Build support can grab us a helicarrier, which I think we'll go ahead and keep that. We'll keep the double. I really probably should remove these. I feel like I'm not running enough expensive Prot cards to run power protection. I really think we're probably gonna just do that. I don't even know if we should keep innate reflexes. Yeah, I think we're actually going to mulligan all this because we just want that Leather Jacket or Ronin so much. So 3, 4, 5, that's Ronin, and 6. Okay, Ronin's pretty good. Alright, so first off, what we're going to do, the alter ego for Daily Bugle, we're going to exhaust Robbie to add 1 counter to him. Calling him favors is useless. So I think we're just going to go ahead and flip up to hero. We use calling him favors to play Ronin. So that gives us 1 defense and a retaliate. So what do? We can use stakeout to play build support, and we can play 4K digital camera. Yeah, I guess 4K digital camera can help us if we get into situations where we have too many minions like last time. So I guess let's go ahead and do that. So 4K digital camera. So we can exhaust this to remove counters from Alias investigations to just instantly defeat non-elites. And we use stakeout for build support. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna, so we could do build support first, thwart it, get helicarrier, but then we're still using a double, so yeah, it doesn't matter. So we'll do that. Stake out for build support. Build support comes in with 3 on it. Right, and so Jessica's going to thwart build support for 3. That defeats it. It goes to victory. Because she used a basic action, we put 1, and then because we defeated a scheme, we put 3, and we exhausted for that. And then that's going to let us grab helicarrier. There we go. Alright, I think that is going to be all we do. There's nothing else we can do, so let's ready up. We'll start the villain phase. Draw 5. Containment strategy. Superior. This is good. This can get us our Leather Jacket. Circumstantial endurance. Big mistake. We're gonna get a leather jacket next time. That's all that really counts, I guess. Alright, so villain phase. One goes on the main. Purple Man's attacking us. Debating on if I want to go ahead and defend this or not, because since we don't have leather jacket, it's not that great. I mean, it will do no damage. We're going to deal one to him no matter what. And we don't have a way to ready ourselves, so maybe we just take it. Robbie's going to lose a token for that, but that's okay. So I'm going to take it. 1. Place 1 on Pursued by the Past. Alright, and so that's just 1 damage. Ronin's giving us Retaliate, so that deals 1 damage back to him. Because we did not defend, that's gonna, we either put 3 on the main or remove 1 token from our support. So we'll go down to 3 on Robbie here. Then we get our encounter card. Nowhere is safe. Yeah, Pursued by the Past. We have to discard an upgrade. So 1 goes on Pursued by the Past. We only have 1 well, we have 2, but getting rid of the camcorder. Alright. Back to my turn. So we'll start by using this to play Superpower Training, which comes in with 3. Jessica's going to thwart that for 3. And that goes to Victory. Because she used a basic action, we get 1 on Alias. And then because it defeated it, we exhausted and had 2. And that's going to give us an upgrade, and we want our jacket. So leather jacket. So the leather jacket gives us a permanent 2 defense, and then every time we defend now, we put another counter on Alias Investigations. So when she defends, she now puts 2 counters on Alias Investigations. Alright. So let's see. We'll probably just get out Endurance. What do we want to get rid of, though? Circumstantial Evidence. Big mistake. Probably big mistake, because the other 2 help us build counters. We'll do this. So we now have plus 3 health. Not sure Endurance is really worth it, but we're at 13 out of 14 now. Do we want to hang on these 2 or put out Circumstantial Evidence? We'll just go ahead and put it out. So anytime we defeat an enemy, we can put 1 counter on Alias Investigations. I'm going to go ahead and flip down. To use Daily Bugle's skill to add counter to Robbie. And then Jessica's alter ego side has the ability that just lets us flip back up to hero side. Which is very nice. This is why I'm not currently running Ready for a Fight, because she can do that. Alright, I think that's it for my turn. So let's ready up, draw our 5. At this point, what are we looking for? We're kind of set up pretty good here. So In Harm's Ways would be nice. Standalone's nice. Defensive Conditioning's nice. Snooping Around's nice. Army of One's nice. This is a pretty good hand. Alright. So villain turn. 1 goes in the main. He's going to attack me for 1. I will defend for 1, 2, 4. I'm defending for 4. Place 1 on Pursued by the Past. 1 more, and we trigger the Nemesis, which is also Purple Man, so we don't actually get a Nemesis, but we do get more encounter cards, and his scheme and stuff gets shuffled in. So that dealt no damage, and he takes 1 Retaliate. Then I get my, because I defended 2, goes on Alias. And then I get my encounter card, which is Ivan Banionis. When revealed, place 1 acceleration token here. So he's got an acceleration token, so we need to kind of deal with him. He gets an acceleration token every time he schemes. Huh. Well, that's a problem. Let's come back to my turn. So, we really need to deal with that. Do we even have that much damage? Well, he doesn't scheme. He's not going to scheme. We need to deal 4 damage to him. We probably have to... Oh, this is hard. So, we're going to have to army of 1. Probably going to have to use defensive conditioning to army of 1. What? Wait, so what if we do that? We're going to have to snooping around to get rid of the threat, which leaves with this. I really don't want to get rid of standalone. I need that so bad right now. So what if we don't army of 1? Because what are we doing if we army of 1? We're either attacking him for 2 or thwarting that off. But snooping around thwarts that off. So I don't think we need to army of 1 right now. Actually, no, wait. We can do all this, right? This helicarrier plays army of... No, we can't. We're still 1 short. We can hold on to army of 1, though, I guess. So let's do all that. So we'll do 2. We're defensive conditioning. We're now up to 16 out of 17 health. Then we will use helicarrier to play standalone. And then we're going to flip up to alter ego. Down, whichever. We'll use Robbie's skill to add another token to him. We're going to... She was exhausted, right? Yeah. Then we have to be an alter ego side to use snooping around, so we remove 4 threat from his scheme. And we place 2 on Alias investigations. And we discard the top card in the encounter deck. If it's a minion or a side scheme, we reveal it. We immediately reveal it, yeah. It is not, it's an attachment. Alright, so now then. There's nothing else we can do. We'll use Jessica Jones' ability to flip back up to hero. And then we'll just ready up. So we have army of 1, we'll draw 4 more. Harm's way is good. Another army of 1. Now I'm ticked off, not great. Taunts, okay. Alright, let's put that over here. So, 2 goes on the main because of the acceleration token in play right now. He's going to attack us. We're going to defend. So this is 1, 3. It's not a purple man card? No, standard still. We take no damage. He takes 1. Ivan's going to attack us, which triggers standalone to ready us. I will defend against this, will I? We do have 2 army of 1s, but we can not use them. So what am I going to do next turn? We can probably taunt him. Yeah, we can taunt purple man and defend that one. And all that, I think we're fine. So I'm going to take this. Yeah, okay, so go down to 14. That removes 1 token from Robbie. Also, because I defended against that one, we get 2 more tokens here. So then we go to our encounter card. Also purple man card. When revealed, choose an influenced minion from the encounter discard pile and reveal it, otherwise this card gains surge. I don't think there's any in here. And then because this is a purple man card, this gets dealt to us as a... That's weird. So each boost card from the purple man encounter set gains boost. After this activation, deal this card to yourself as a face down encounter card. I assume that means we do not resolve this until next encounter card resolution, since this is dealt to us as a face down encounter card, because otherwise we could get into this loop where we're just surging infinitely until an influence minion somehow gets there, which it wouldn't, because we'd keep dealing them out to us. So yeah, that has to work like that. Otherwise, we're in an infinite loop right there, I believe. So that's for next turn, but it has Surge. Attach to the minion with the highest base hit points. Give it a tough. Otherwise, we're getting Surge, which gives it +2 scheme. This is cold as ice. Yeah, we've seen this card before. This gains it a tough. Oh yeah, also he's also at 4 because of the retaliate. Oh, we'll put 1 damage on him. And so what does he have besides that? I think that's it, right? Tough, +2 scheme. Yeah. After attach minion schemes, I get confused. He's never gonna scheme, probably. He is a problem though. Okay, so that's next turn. I believe that's everything, so let's go on. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna taunt Purple Man. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll taunt him. He's gonna attack us for 1. We're gonna defend against it. It is for 4. We have currently 1, 2, 4, 5 defense. So no damage. He takes 1. And we draw 3 cards. Bad. The big mistake can take out Ivan though. So big mistake's actually probably good here. Because big mistake, we can give it piercing. Yeah, we can get rid of him with big mistake. It's very good here. So that's what we're gonna do next, I believe. So we play 1 for big mistake. We take 1 counter off. So this makes it do 5 damage, and we're going to have it gain piercing, and that takes care of Ivan. When he's no, he does wait. Yeah, no defeated thing. And then that triggers circumstantial evidence. Exhaust it to place a counter back on here. Alright, well, we got rid of the acceleration token at least. Let's see. Harm's Way would deal 5. It's currently at 11. Forgot, did I put 2 counters on that? I don't remember, so we'll say I did. I don't think I did, but we'll see. Gonna go ahead and do our flip down to Alter Ego. Let's give Robbie a token. And then use her ability to flip immediately back up. So what can we do? We've got a bunch of things we could do. After last game, I'm terrified of that having any threat on it. So we could Army of 1 to ready up. We could do Establish Perimeter, that, because I want to keep in harm's way. Yeah, and then this will have 3 on it, and maybe we just clear it off within harm's way next turn. We could Army of 1 twice. I'm not too worried about doing damage to him. So I think we'll just kind of start with that. We'll use it in harm's. We're going to use Army of 1 to ready up. And then we will use Army of 1 to play Establish Perimeter, which comes in with 2. We're going to thwart that for 3. This will give us a tough card, which is extreme overkill. We don't need this right now. We used a basic action, so that puts 1 on here. and then another 2 for defeating it by exhausting Alias. So we're up to 15 now. We could push him right now if we wanted to with this trigger. Yeah, I think we might as well do it while in a good spot. So he has 11 health. We triggered Alias investigations from defeating the scheme, which means we can remove 11 tokens to just instantly defeat this phase. So let's see, that puts it down to, what, 15? It puts it down to 4, yeah. So put this to 4, take off the rest. And so he is instantly defeated now. We're gonna go to 3. Yes, 17 hit points. So if we can get another 13 of these, roughly, and then defeat another side scheme, we win. Okay, so all we got is in harm's way. We've done everything else we can, I believe, so let's ready up. Draw our 5. 5. We really want her side scheme right now. So Luke Cage is useless. Snooping around will be fine. Taunt's good. Armor vest is whatever. We have enough defense now. So back into the villain phase. We add 1 to the main. He's attacking us for 1. We're not going to defend. That's not a purple man. It's 3. Forces us to remove 1 from Robbie. Robbie should not be exhausted. And then he takes 1 from the retaliate. That removes our tough. And then we now have 2 encounter cards to deal with. Actually, I was wrong last time. This wasn't an infinite loop. Because it's only when it's a boost. When you reveal it as an encounter card, yeah. I probably should have revealed this last time, but it's kind of whatever. I mean, I would have surged again, like I'm about to do. So, I mean, I think it kind of evens out. It's not like it would have been crazy. Whatever this is probably what would have been last time, but yeah. So this game's surge. Breaking news, a treachery. Exhaust a support and remove 1 stamina, or place 2 on the main. We're going to exhaust Robbie and remove 1 counter on him. Alright. And then this, see what this was. This was Judge. So what would have, not much would have changed, I don't think. Because I would have just left this here and it would attack us for nothing. But yeah, this is a Judge. It has 3 schemes, 0 attack. It's vulnerable. When it's defeated, we place 3 on the main. But when it's never going to scheme. So we're probably going to mostly ignore it. Unless just an opportunity comes up to kill it. Although, actually, he gives these villainous patrolling guards. So it can potentially do damage to us. But I still don't think it's that big of a deal. But it also, it does trigger his ability if we get... That's what killed me last time, was that all the influence cards start getting villainous, and we start triggering cards, which triggers his ability, and yeah. So, So that was everything for that, I believe. Yeah. Back to my time. So we're going to start with a taunt. We're going to force him to attack us. We are going to defend. So it's 1, 2. We're getting very lucky not getting purple mans on boosts. That does no damage to me. It deals 1 to him. And then we draw 3 cards. Okay. So right now our harm's way is doing 1, 2, 5, 6 damage. So this is 12 damage right here. I don't think we have enough to win. So we're 1 short from playing both harm's way, right? Yeah. But we are, I think, 1 turn away from winning. Even without Alias investigations. so let's, before I really do anything else, because I'm going to play Snoop. And bad things could happen with Snoop. So let's Snoop. After we go side, moving 4 threat and placing 2 on Alias. So that's gone. 2 goes on Alias. This is a minion or side scheme. We reveal it. It is not. It's an obligation. Then we'll use Robbie's. Robbie was already exhausted. We can't do that. I think that's all we're going to do. So we're going to use her ability to go back up to hero. So we're going to use Luke Cage, snooping around, and armored vest. Actually, we didn't really even need to play that snooping around. We already did it. We already revealed that card, so let's not worry about it. We're just going to do this for the damage, I guess. So that's deals as much damage as my defense. It also thwarts. We don't really care about that. So I'm again at 1, 2, 5, 6. So this puts them down to 9. So when I defend next turn, this will go up to 8, which I think I've been forgetting to put counters on. I think I should have more. Go down to 8, and then the retaliate is going to push him down to 8. So we just need a side scheme now and we win. Or 1 more damage next turn. I probably should have kept armored vest. Because next turn, actually, yeah, we have 4. Actually, we have enough to kill him next turn. So we survive this turn, we'll be fine. So we'll keep Army of 1, we'll keep Harm's Way. Actually, we will need a double, I think, to be able to play this. What if we just went down to Alter Ego? We stayed in. Well, no, I had to flip. I could have reordered that. We've already done too much. I'm not going to bother with that. Because I think if I had stayed in Alter Ego to get a 6 hit cards, you know, he would scheme. Actually, that's too much scheming. We'd probably lose. So this is for the best. So I think we're done here. We'll see what happens. I think we will win, but it's possible we don't win next turn. Breakthrough, I think. Oop, we have piecing it all together. Yeah, this is over because we're gonna instantly defeat this with this, and yeah, this is done. We just have to survive. 1 more card. Nice. Okay, so 1 goes on the main. He's attacking us for 1. So this is a purple man card. So this gets dealt to his face down. He doesn't increase his damage, so it's just 1. I defended. What's my token? There it is. So he takes 1 from the retaliate. The judge is attacking us for 0. We use standalone, and I get 2 tokens for that. We have to remember that. I'm gonna just defend just because. Yeah, so she would do 2 damage. It's not a purple man, so we don't get it. She takes 1. And then we have our 2 encounter cards we have to deal with. We know this is Skater Punk. He just has a when defeated clause. And then our next one is a Tracksuit Bro who teamworks with Tracksuit. Vulnerable, and he has a when defeated. Alright, so I think we've got it here. So let's see. So we'll start by playing Piecing It All Together. This comes in with 6. Do we have enough resources? All we have to do is that, right? Because he's at 8. Yeah. It doesn't even matter. We just have to play in harm's way. But we'll try and be efficient about it, I guess. We use Helicarrier, the Night Nurse, and Army of 1 to play in harm's way. So this is an attack and a thwart. It deals damage and removes X threat, where X is our defense. So we're at 1 again. 1, 2, 5, 6. So we're doing 6 damage to Purple Man. Actually, we don't even have to do it. Yeah, these have defeated clauses. I just don't want to deal with it. So he's down to 2. We have a lot of different ways to beat him right now. We move 6 threat from piecing it all together, which defeats it. we would draw 3 cards, which deals us an encounter card. Just going through the motions now. 1, 2, 3. It's all about doubles. So dealt him 6 damage. We defeated that side scheme because we defeated a side scheme. 2 counters go on here, and we exhaust and 2 counters go on here. So we're up to 10. That triggers Alias investigations. He has 2 health left. We just removed 2 counters, and that's it. We won. Purple Man's defeated. Yeah, I think this deck is actually really good. A few changes I do want to make to it. Established Remember is kind of bad, but I wanted to run a lot of side schemes, but I don't own everything, so I don't know what else I'd really run. The doubles, they're really only for in harm's way. The power protection, everything else is really cheap, so I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm surprised even with a bunch of minions, this deck does pretty good. It can brick, but it's not that hard because of the all the side schemes to get this. So yeah, that's the deck. I think it's actually pretty good, and it's really fun. So check it out.